my friends, how you doing today? I am doing well, and I have some stuff. I got some movies that came in the mail over the weekend and over the last couple days, and I wanted to share them with you, and we'll see what you say, what you think, and we'll talk a little bit about them. Please comment below. I love the comments. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, and do me a favor. Please share with your friends. I'm trying to build what do I try to build here? I'm trying to build a fan base. I'm trying to build a fan base. I'm trying to build a thing here. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and share with your friends. Subscribes make me happy. That's just what happens. All right, first movie I got here is a movie called High Fidelity, starring John Cusack. I'm on a John Cusack collecting kick. I own this on DVD, and I wanted to get it on Blu-ray. It also stars Jack Black. This is one of Jack Black's earlier films. This is, to me, this was when Jack Black's still great. Don't get me wrong, he's still great. I still love Tenacious D. I still love the stuff that he does. But this was like his young, hungry, Orange County Jack Black. This is the I'm young and hungry, and I'm trying to make it in the acting world, and I'm gonna give my absolute all, you know. And the sad thing is, he's not the star of this. John Cusack's a star, and I love John Cusack too. I think this is a great movie, but Jack Black kind of steals the show in between. He's just comic relief is like spot on.
A record for my daughter for her birthday. I just called to say I love you. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Great.
We have it.
Great. Can I have it then?
No, you can't.
Why not?
Well, it's sentimental, tacky crap. That's why not. Do we look like the kind of store that sells I just called to say I love you? Go to the mall.
What's your problem?
Do you even know your daughter? There's no way she likes that song. Oh, is she in a coma?
Oh, okay, buddy. I didn't know it was pick on the middle-aged square guy day. My apologies. I'll be on my way.
Bye-bye.
Not the best movie in the world. Not to me, it's not in the top 10 of any movie that I own or whatever. But it's good. It's worth watching. And like I said, early Jack Black and John Cusack, High Fidelity. Next one is a movie I have still factory sealed. Steve Martin, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. All right, little quick story about this. I hated this movie. I am a Steve Martin fan. I think Steve Martin is top 10 comedians, comic actors of all time. Okay, I think he's great. He is just an awesome person. I just think that just the sight of him brings me joy. When I saw The Jerk.
These cans are defective. They're springing leaks. Come over here, look at this.
Listen, you better run for cover. You're gonna spring a leak.
Huh?
We don't have defective cans. We have a defective person out there.
He hates these cans. Stay away from the cans. Die, gas pumper. I gotta get away from those cans. There's cans in there too. Good. More cans. Die, you bastard.
He doesn't want to put holes in the cans. He wants to put holes in you.
What?
When I see him, you know, in different movies, Parenthood.
Howdy, partner.
You're Kevin's father. You're not Cowboy Dan.
That's right. They call me Cowboy Gil. As in, guilty. I saw Cowboy Dan. I didn't like the look on his face. It was like this. So I killed him. I blew a hole in him this big. Actually, it was about this big. You know, when I think about it, that hole was about this big. Yeah, and his guts were spilled out all over the floor. And as I was walking away, I slipped around on his guts. And a couple other people came by and they started slipping on his guts, too. After I blow a hole in somebody and slip around on their guts, afterwards, I always like to
make balloon animals.
Love him. Absolutely love Steve Mott. I just think he is great. I mean, mind blowing. Okay. But this movie came out, and Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, and I was like, I wanted to love it. I wanted to love it. It's all in black and white. Okay. It's supposed to be like a gangster type murder mystery comedy. It's rated PG. Came out from Kino. I'm surprised it came with a slipcase. I haven't even opened it yet. I am gonna watch it. I am gonna revisit it because maybe when it came out, like usually it came in 1982. Maybe in 1982 I was a little bit too young to understand the humor behind it. I mean, wasn't it? You know what I mean? It was black and white, a little confusing. I mean, it was no Young Frankenstein black and white. It was like a weird Casablanca type. Am I saying it? Casablanca? You know what I'm talking about. People complain about my, not complain, but this guy's accent is just worth watching the show. Thank you for that, my friend. Hey, as long as you're watching, I don't care. But Casablanca type thing or whatever. It was like a black and white murder mystery, but it wasn't like the Steve Martin that I wanted to see, you know, which wasn't it. But why did I buy it? So why did you buy it then? Why did you buy a movie that you absolutely hated? Because I feel like every movie deserves a second chance, and I was a lot younger in 1982, and it's Steve Martin, and I own everything by Steve Martin, so why not own this? I actually do own this on DVD. This is an upgrade, and you're probably like, well, if you hate the movie and you own it on DVD, why would you upgrade it to Blu-ray? It's a Kino title. I love Kino. Steve Martin. I feel like I can't go wrong. It comes with the audio commentary, radio spots, TV spots, and theatrical trailer. It's rated PG. It's 88 minutes long, 60, 70, 80, hour and 20 minutes and change. I can do it. I can do it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Steve Martin and Carl Reiner, the ingenious brain behind The Jerk, the man with two brains, team up for Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. So they bring up the two movies I love probably the most by Steve Martin, Dead Men, the Jerk, and the man with two brains. But is this that? Nah, it's not that. But if you never heard of it, it might be worth a look. Next one is, this one piqued my interest because I was on this claymation. Somebody corrected me on the thing saying that Paranorman and Coraline and Box Trolls was a claymation animation. And I'll tell you right now, if it is, and this guy's on the money, hey, you know what? You're probably right. It's beautiful. I mean, in 4K, 4K and Blu-ray on your 4K TV, 1080p resolution TV, these things are beautiful. Will I upgrade them to 4K? Probably not. I mean, because they were great. I mean, they were released by Shout Factory. But then as I'm searching through this thing popped up. Earwig and the Witch. Now, this says it was from the creators of Panya and Spirited Away. It's rated PG. And I don't know anything about this movie. I just looked at the cover and I was like, sold. It looks like a horror claymation cartoon, and I mean, I'm not a horror anime guy, but claymation cartoon horror stuff, is it that? Is that even what this is about? I mean, Earwig and the Witch, so it's got witch in the title. Must be about a witch. It says, don't miss the bewitching new film for the entire family, from the director of Poppy, from Up on Poppy Hill. Don't know. It's got to be worth a watch. It's got to be good. I ordered it. It came from Canada. I didn't even know it came from Canada. It came in the mail, and the kids like to open up every once in a while. I'll hand them over the stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this one came from Canada, Dad." I'm like, "What did I order from Canada?" But there is I guess a steelbook of this that's very sought after. People really like the steelbook. To me, if the movie's great, I'm not really after the steelbook. Comes with feature-length storyboards, creating Earwig the Witch, interviews with the Japanese voice cast. Wait a minute here. Is this a Japanese claymation movie thing? I don't know. It doesn't say. It is a Shout Factory. It says Shout Factory here. A film by Goro Mikizaki. Thinking it might be Japanese anime, something, or Japanese claymation. I don't know. Comment below if I'm going to enjoy this movie. Okay, that's where I think we're at with that. Next one. Oh, speaking of Jack Black, Shallow Hal. I upgraded this from my DVD. Why, you say?
Why?
Which, let me check this out here, because it did come in the mail, and I was a little nervous because, okay, it's good. Yeah, no scratches, no nothing. I love this movie. Love it. One of my favorite Jack Black movies. I upgraded it because of this recent flipper thing going on where people okay, so recently I purchased for way too much money, but not too much money. If that makes any sense. Like, I know that when the Blu-ray came out, it was only like probably $20, if not less. I think it might have been even $12. It was the movie Dirty Work from Norm Macdonald, who recently passed away. And I was kicking myself, man. I was kicking myself. I was like, I should have. I'm such a fan of that movie, okay, with Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang. I'm such a fan. I love it. I saw it in the movie theater. I got it on DVD. I had it on VHS. Love it. For some reason, every time I went to go upgrade it, I was like, I talked myself out of it. I'm like, I don't want to spend the $12. I don't want to spend the $20. I don't want to spend the $22, whatever it is. And then he passes away, and the flippers went nuts. The flippers went crazy. They started selling things for like $200. The day that Norm Macdonald died, this is what these bloodsuckers did. I'm going to tell you what they did. The day that Norm Macdonald died, they took their copies, the Blu-rays, not the DVDs. Actually are going up too. The DVDs, I don't think you could find a Dirty Work DVD. I know I'm getting off the subject of Shallow Hal, but this has a story behind it. The day that Norm Macdonald died, the DVDs started going up to like $30, $40, $50, and I'm watching these things grow and grow and grow, and I'm like, thank God I got it on DVD. Thank God, but I want to upgrade the Blu-ray. And I need to do it now because they're out there and they're bloodthirsty and they want to suck me dry, and I'm like, I got to get a copy. So, and you're gonna hear the story again because when it finally comes in the mail, which has not come in the mail yet, I did order a copy, and this is the story behind it, and it's a good story. So I'm looking on eBay and I'm waiting. I'm checking all my websites. I go on Amazon. Amazon had one. I ain't even joking, my friend. I want to say it was like 300 and change the first day that Norm Macdonald died. Somebody bought it. It disappeared. All right, I go on eBay, and I wasn't gonna pay $300. That's no way. No, you ain't gonna get me, friends. I went on eBay and I'm looking. Finally, they stopped popping up. The first day he died, there was one copy for sale on Blu-ray, $220. And I looked at it, and my heart dropped. I'm like, this is what they're gonna do. They are gonna bleed me. They're gonna bleed me. They're gonna bleed the fan. They're gonna bleed the Norm Macdonald fan. They're gonna bleed the person, one of the people that supported Norm Macdonald throughout his whole career. I mean, I got his stand-up stuff. I got his the Norm Macdonald show. You know, I watched this stuff. I still watch his interviews on YouTube just to laugh because the guy was hilarious. Saturday Night Live, I was there. Okay, I watched this stuff. I deserve to get a copy of Dirty Work as a fan and an Artie Lang fan. I'm like, when he was on Mad TV, and then when he went over to Howard Stern, I stood by that guy right till the very end. And he's still alive, but I'm saying that when he left Stern and all else, I was there. And I wanted this movie. I wanted it so bad. And I'm watching the flippers go crazy. And I know with them, man. They sit there and they get the... this is how I picture them. They're sitting on like 3 or 4 copies. They probably got them in this store somewhere. And they're moving their hands around like...
How can we suck these people dry today? How can I rob the working man of all of his hard-earned money? I mean, let's take his entire 40-hour-a-week paycheck with just one Blu-ray, and I'll charge him a crap load of money for something that I paid $12 for because I am just a worthless pile of garbage. Yes, I'm gonna do it.
I'm so excited. That's what I pictured for something that I know was $12, $20 easy. So I wait, and this is not knocking this. This has a good ending. So I wait, And I love this movie. I love it. I love it. So I see a guy on eBay, and finally, we're talking. He passed maybe maybe a month later, I want to say. Somebody had one. I get the notifications. I had my eBay set up. My notifications come on. The guy wants to sell one for $99. If I'm wrong, I apologize, because what the cool thing is the guy that I purchased from also ended up subscribing to my channel because he's a YouTuber also. And he was selling it for $99.99 is what I want to say. Like 90, it's like a penny away from $100. And I'm like, oh man, I got an eBay gift card. I got an eBay gift card for $50. I got an eBay gift card for $50. If this guy would just bring it down to $90, I'll buy it. Sold. Okay, this would probably be the most expensive single Blu-ray I've probably ever purchased. But $90, I will do it, because technically the $50 eBay gift card was a gift, and I would be taking $40 plus tax out of my pocket, and to me, that is definitely worth it. So in my rationalizing this, I'm like, it's going to cost me $40 plus tax. Hey, I sent a message to the guy explaining to him that I am a fan. I am not a flipper. I am a fan. I am a collector. I am just like him. Okay, you know, because he wasn't trying. Number one, his normal price was not irrational. Okay, it was not an irrational price. $99.99 was a reasonable price considering what these flippers are selling these things for. You cannot. I'm telling you right now. You look at it, you are not going to find. If you can find the Blu-ray of Dirty Work, you're not going to find it for any less than $200, if you're lucky. So $99.99 was not beyond reason. Okay, to me, the guy, you know, he wanted to make a buck. I get it. Okay, he is a person that's flipping something. He's selling something on eBay. You know, I get it. But it wasn't. It was reasonable. It was reasonable, and it was worth $100 to me. I couldn't bring myself to doing it. But I had that $50 card, sent him the message, and I'm just gonna leave this in the hands of the Lord. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it in the hands of the Lord, and if God wants me to have Dirty Work for $40 plus tax using my gift card, this guy is gonna reach out to me, and he reached out to me, and not only did he send me a message saying he sent me an offer for $90, but he also said in the other thing, he's like, I'm a YouTuber, and you got to check out my channel or whatever. I'm happy I could help you or whatever. And he did. He helped me. Technically, in my heart, I feel like I spent $40 for the thing. And they're probably going to release it again, you know, probably in a 4K or probably in a special edition. And I won't be kicking myself because I'll just upgrade again. I'll get something different. But as of right now, being a Norm Macdonald fan, had to have it. I had to have it. It's so sought after. And if you are a fan of Norm Macdonald, you gotta have Dirty Work. To me, I'm pretty sure that's his only starring role movie. I mean, there was another movie called Screwed that he did, but it also had Danny DeVito in it, and what's the other guy's name? Dave Chappelle. I think it was Dave Chappelle and Danny DeVito. But he wasn't like he wasn't the main, you know, because you got Dave Chappelle there. You know, you got a little something going on. This was his movie, and to me it was a comic masterpiece. Chevy Chase is in also does an awesome job. But enough for me ranting about that. So the deal with Shallow Hal, sorry that went on way too long. I apologize, but now you know, and if you are a Norm Macdonald fan, you know what you should be looking for. Get yourself a copy of the Blu-ray quick before they all disappear. Don't pay $200 for it, because if you wait, you'll get one for a reasonable price. But I was afraid that this movie was going to go out of print, because to me, Dirty Work in this movie, it just feels like the same type of thing. You know, it's the same type of comedy around the same era, and I started seeing these kind of dwindle away. Now, are they out of print? I don't even know. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say they are, but I do know that the prices were going up. So usually if the prices are going up on eBay, then they're going to be out of print or are out of print already, or somebody knows something that I don't know. So yeah, Shallow Hal. I mean, it's about this guy that he's got a thing for women, but he's very, very shallow when it comes to women. They got to be a certain way. He's got to find the perfect girl. He's got issues with every one of them, you know, their feet or the way that they look or the way that their eyes are. But then he ends up seeing this guy, he does this hypnosis thing on him, and he starts to see people for who they really are on the inside, and falls in love with this heavy girl who's actually a big sweetheart. You know, that's what this is all about. And it also stars Gwyneth Paltrow, okay, and probably one of her better roles, except for Iron Man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd say that this is probably one of her better movies that I've seen. Well, maybe not. Shallow Hal. Next pickup is a movie, another John Cusack movie. John Cusack, Angelica Houston, and Annette Bening, and it is The Grifters. I don't know anything about it. I just know that I'm collecting John Cusack films, and this is a John Cusack film, and it's rated R, and it stars Annette Bening and Angelica Houston. It's also a Martin Scorsese film. I like Martin Scorsese. I'm probably saying it weird, and you guys like Scorsese. It's not Scorsese. It's Martin Scorsese or Scorsese. Martin Scorsese. Scorsese. You know what I'm talking about. I like the movies. I like and it's a John Cusack, so it can't go wrong. It's a quality on the inside here, because I did buy these things used. I'm a big, hey, spot on. You know, I usually do pretty good. I mean, usually the people on eBay are pretty legit with their talking about, or what the description of what you're gonna get, and this was worth it. I mean, I don't think I paid any more than $4 for this thing with the shipping. Last pickup I have is a movie that my uncle introduced to me back in the day, man. I remember we used to rent things at the local video store. We didn't even know what the heck they were. We weren't renting them for the covers. We rented them for the actors. We rented them because that's what was left on the shelf. I mean, if you remember walking into that video store and you got the box in front of the thing with the cover art, and behind the box is the VHS tape. And if it was in, you were like super excited. Like you go lift it up, and you're like, and if it wasn't in, you're like, oh man. And then sometimes you just get stuck. You get stuck and there's nothing there that weekend or whatever, because everybody's renting on a Friday, and they want to rent it, because usually if you rent it on Friday, you get it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you don't have to return it till Monday. So you get a whole weekend of at Blockbuster Video or Nap Video. You get the whole weekend where you can be personal with this movie, and it was the same price. And they had the 99-cent specials also. So, you know, sometimes this movie would be on the 99-cent special. And I remember we rented this. He rented this. I went home. I watched it over his house. And it was awesome. I mean, that's all I got to say about this movie. It was edgy as seat, awesome storytelling, and probably one of Michael Douglas's best movies, Falling Down. Falling Down is a great... It's an R-rated movie, not for the kids. It's about this guy that he's got an ex-wife, he's got a daughter, and he's got a job that he hates. And one day he gets stuck in traffic and he snaps. Everything just comes down on him, and he realizes that, you know what, life is just, I'm just going for it. Something in his head just breaks. It's like a breaking point film, and he's like, I'm done, and I'm just gonna do my thing. And so what he does, he gets out of his car in the middle of the traffic, and he just starts walking across, I think it's Los Angeles or whatever, like through the gang towns and everything like that. And what happens is he comes upon these gangsters, and not to give too much away, but he comes upon these gang bang guys there, you know, they have a whole ton of guns, a whole bunch of guns, and something happens. He ends up with this big duffel bag full of guns, and he just loses his mind. He goes through this whole thing, and it also has they're gonna say his name. Wait a minute, I gotta look, because I gotta give the props to it. Where is it? Michael Douglas, Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall. He plays a cop on the hunt for this guy that snaps, and he is awesome as the police investigator on the trying to catch this guy that lost his mind. I mean, he goes into best scene I've ever seen in my life, and I got to share with you. And if you have not seen this movie, if you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He goes into, I want to say it's like a McDonald's or a Burger King. I'm not really sure which place it is. and he orders a burger, and they deliver him. They give him the burger. They put it on the counter, and he looks up at the sign, and he goes, calls over the manager. He goes, "Look at this disturbing, disgusting burger." He goes, "It doesn't look like the picture." And to me, it just hit home. You know, it's like eventually this could happen. I could snap one day and realize, because I'll tell you, you go to McDonald's. My friends, you go to McDonald's and they throw that stuff in the bag. Sometimes you get a burger that's all crushed up on the bottom. Sometimes you get I've yet to get the perfect burger. I've yet to get a burger that looks like anything that's in that picture at any of these fast food places. Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's. I've yet to get the perfect burger like in the picture with just the perfect amount of ketchup coming out of it, and the perfect amount of lettuce, and the perfect amount of like burgers, like the burgers like overflowing the bun, and it just, never gonna get it. And there's a scene in this when he snaps in like a burger joint. Priceless. So if you have never seen the movie Falling Down, this is another one that I'm telling you right now, the prices are going up. I don't know why. Once again, but the prices were going up. And this is one that I have on DVD. I wanted to upgrade it, and I held off. But then I was like, why is the price going up? Why is the prices going up? I mean, literally this thing was on Amazon for the longest time for like $7.99 or $7.88. Now I think it's $20 on Amazon. You go on eBay, it's more than that. But there was a guy that was selling it on Amazon used. I think he wanted $17 for it. And I buckled. I said, you know what? I'm going to pay the $17 because I'm afraid that this is going out of print, or it's going to disappear, or I'm not going to be able to get this. And to be honest with you, the normal rate for a Blu-ray is about $20. I mean, if you're paying more than $20 for a Blu-ray, there might be a problem there, because to me, Blu-rays are $20. Hear me out on this one. DVDs, I think $10 to $12. In my heart of hearts, DVDs are $10 to $12. You go into a Walmart, you go into a Best Buy, you go into a Target. A DVD should not be more than $12. That's what DVDs are at right now. They're at that $10 to $12 mark, $12.99 tops. Maybe $15, pushing it. That's pushing it. But Blu-rays are $20. $20 for a brand new Blu-ray. That's where they should be at. And 4Ks are ridiculous. 4Ks are like $27, up to $30-something, depending on what you get. But the normal Blu-ray price is around $20. The DVDs, $12 to $15, and then you got the 4Ks, which are $27+, depending on if you. And then the steel books, forget it. The prices are all over the place, depending on what the title is and how much demand is behind the title. But for this, $17, I thought was well worth it. If you've never seen Michael Douglas in Falling Down, this is the Michael Douglas movie to watch. This is awesome. I mean, edge of your seat from beginning to end. I promise you will not get bored with this movie. And at the end of the movie, you will be adrenaline pumping. It's adrenaline. It's one of them adrenaline. I mean, it's no Crank. It's no Jason Statham in Crank. That one, I was like, ooh. I remember when I was done watching that, I was like, ooh. I had to wipe the sweat off my head. It's not like that. It's not as fast paced as that. But man, what a great movie. Whew. And with that said, my friends, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you later.